Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out ARrC. ARrC just released 2 new songs. Today we're going to be listening to both here, starting with the first one called SKIID. We got a music video for this one. Let's get into it. Yeah, always have been interesting kind of intro things for the Mystic story. Okay, interesting guitar sound. Ooh, interesting sound going now. Control Alt Skid. Ooh, okay. Like how that beacon. The sound of the piano right there. Okay. That's interesting where that's placed. And the voice as well. I like the harmony that was on that line. Ooh, I love how it filled out right here. The sound. What's going on with there? Yeah, this is a really interesting sound right here. Yeah, it was really nice melodies in that part right there. Dominant that line. Yeah, interesting kind of distortion in the voice as well. Ooh, yeah, I like the rhythm right there. Nice. Kind of flow right there. Yeah, the harmony right there in the line. That's cool. Yeah, the way it kind of drops down into this sound. It's very smooth as well how it goes into this. Really love how it feels out right here. Love how. Ooh, okay. Guitar song. I like the sound of the guitar right there. Love how the percussion is going in the song as well. Yeah, how the voice is going with that as well. Yeah, this is really interesting. Wow. I like the vocal right there. It was nice. Different sound right here with that coming in. Yeah, production on this one. It's crazy. Again, the percussion is still going the same way though. So I think that's very interesting. They're like changing different sounds. Okay, like that. Repetition of that. I like how they say like higher and then lower. Very, very interesting. Yeah. Production on this one was very, very interesting. A lot of different things going on. I love how it filled out on that chorus part. You know, with the chords going down, that was very, very nice. So it was very interesting. Very interesting contrast, you know, to how it sounded compared to like, you know, the verses and something like that. You know, it was a little more emptier. It was interesting where I guess everything was like placed in terms of like the sound as well, especially on the verses. I feel like I like the, you know, the added sounds that they kept bringing in. I think, you know, towards this like bridge part. I think it's a bridge. I was trying to also figure out the structure of the song as well, but I think I was getting it. But like I think towards the bridge part when they were adding that like guitar sound going on, and even this last part with I think there was some type of synth or something like that they brung in. That was really interesting for this last little part. Overall, with the melodies, I think this is very, very interesting, and even, you know, how they sounded overall with the voices. So yeah, I feel like I don't know about this one in terms of like, I feel like I definitely enjoyed watching and listening to this, but I feel like in terms of how often I would listen to it, I have to listen to it a couple more times to really get the song fully right, because again, the production is really interesting. It was kind of like unexpected sound, right? So I would have to, you know, listen to it again or a couple more times to like, I guess, really get what's going on. But I would say I definitely really enjoyed what I was hearing in terms of like the different sounds that came in and even like the melodies that they were singing. All right, so real quick, I actually just listened to this again, I would say it was definitely, way more kind of understandable to me because I was, paying attention to certain things. But yeah. So I feel like most of the time in the verses, I feel like a lot of the sound, even with the rest of the song as well, I feel like it was a lot of more kind of looping kind of sounds, like, the melody with the piano that was going on in the verses, which I was pointing out was, a little more empty. It was just kind of that sound with the voice. And of course they filled out with everything in the chorus. I like the melodies that they were singing a lot in that chorus a lot. What I think was the most interesting thing about this one was just this, going from this bridge part to that, because they repeated the chorus after that as well, but going also to this like last outro part. One thing that was very interesting to me in terms of like the sound for that was like right here. I don't know if you can hear it. There's like a higher sound that's just kind of just going. It's very interesting. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but like how that is like blending with everything, going with like the pad synth sound or whatever. And then, how the percussion is going is very interesting as well. And I think, the way they're delivering the lines with that kind of like shout and talk or whatever is very interesting as well in this part. I like how they added that. It added very, very interesting variety to the song, at least, towards the end right here. But yeah, music video is pretty interesting as well. I wasn't really paying attention to that because there's a lot of different things going on with the sound, but it was very interesting how they, just the sets that they were in. I like that, especially this one when they're in this white room right here. But definitely have to check out a full choreo to see how they do that. And then they kept like flashing like that Control Alt kind of skid thing on the screen as well. So I think that was very interesting. But yeah, very, very nice for this one, 100%. Now let's go into the second track that they released with this. All right, so the B-side they released for this is called Wow, Way of Winning with Moon Sua and Xion. Okay, from Billy. Very excited to hear this and hear how they sound with them on this. Let's get into this. It's a shorter song though. Oh, okay. Already liking it. I don't know if the whole thing, you feel me, but just I'm liking the beginning sound. I cannot just tell that kind of, yeah, just that chord going on right there. And that sound, the little kind of sparkly sound as well on that. Oh, that beat came in. It's nice. Love how forward the voices are. Nice melody right there. Yeah, the higher vocal coming up. Very nice. Ooh, that bass coming is nice. Oh, and the sounds of the keys right there. Oh, nice right there. I like how you did that. Flow right there. Nice. Love how the beat. Oh, okay. Nice how he sounded right there. Like the harmonies in it. Ooh, like what the instrumental did right there before going to this part right here. That was nice. Yeah. Love the different sounds on this one. And the harmonies on the line is very nice. Ooh, okay. Different percussion right here. Okay, I like the repetition of that. Ooh, and harmony in it. Okay. Nice. Okay. So coming in right here. Nice. 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 Yeah, they sound nice on this. I like that. The harmonies? Ooh, love her lower tone right here. Nice. How that melody is nice. Really like the bar right there. Very nice. Their voices are blending really nicely together as well. Love when they had that harmony on it. Still keeping it going like that. Very groovy on this. Ooh, nice vocal right there. Love how she got that out. Yeah, I love this repetition right here. Very catchy. Very interesting kind of higher sounding instrument as well. Interesting melody on that. I love that. Really like this one a lot. Very, very nice overall sound. Love how Sua and Seon blended on this song. They blended very perfectly as well. Very nice. I think, you know, their voices, blending with ARrC's voices, is very nice on this one. Love the melodies for this one. Obviously, instrumental, very, very nice. Love how the percussion was going. Very groovy. Very catchy hook right here with that wah, you feel me? Very nice. Just, you know, everything with the overall kind of flows that they had on like certain lines as well was very nice. Harmonies, of course, adding on certain lines, layer vocals, very nice for this one. Definitely gonna be listening to this one a lot. You know, of course, if there's a favorite between this one and SKIID, it would definitely be this one for me. 100%, definitely gonna be listening to this one a lot. Good release for ARrC today. Definitely really like, you know, the sounds right here, especially for WoW. Definitely excited to hear what they put out in the future. I'm glad, you feel me, we got a feature from some of the Billy members. You know, I hope they continue to kind of do something like that, especially since they are on the same label. I think it would be nice if they did like something like that moving forward as well. Just more often. I feel like they definitely blend very nicely on this song, so it'd be nice to hear like some more songs with them kind of just blended together on like, you know, different sounds and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, really enjoyed this. I'm definitely gonna be checking out performance for SKIID when they do that, and then if they also perform WoW, I'll also check that one out as well, most likely on my Patreon. But yeah, 100%. Tell me what you guys thought about this release down below. What did you like, what you not like? Tell me what your favorite out of the two songs was. Definitely would like to hear your opinion. But yeah, 100%. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.